Hey, good morning. Monday morning, and just offering you some more practical suggestions as we seek to be transformed into the image of Jesus. And this week we're dealing with transforming our feelings, and we want to exchange destructive feelings for good feelings. And so we talked yesterday, Sunday morning, about the three major good feelings, which are outlined in Galatians 5 and the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, and peace. So for some practical exercises this week, let's start out by thinking of what images come to mind when you think of love, joy, and peace. Maybe it's a song, maybe it's a place, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a time in your life, but just try to focus for a little bit on those feelings that are good and what generates those good feelings. What is the underlying condition for those good feelings? And then in the same way, let's think about some destructive feelings maybe you've had this past couple weeks even. Maybe fear or insecurity or doubt and unbelief or something like that. I want you to think about some of the feelings that you've had that maybe are not good that you want to exchange. And take your time in this. Ask the Lord to help you bring those things to your memory. And now once you get those two feelings in your memory, the good and the bad, I want to focus on the bad feelings. And I want you to ask God to bring to your memory the underlying conditions for those bad feelings that you had the last couple weeks. Whatever it is that you remember the feeling of fear or insecurity or whatever, what is the underlying condition? Maybe you were abandoned as a child and that has brought up feelings of insecurity. Maybe you lost a loved one and that brings up fear. Or whatever it is, you know that if it's not love, joy, and peace, it's not a fruit of the Spirit. And so if it's not a fruit of the Spirit in Galatians 5, it's going to be something that's going to just bring some damage to you. So ask the Lord to bring to your memory the underlying condition. We're not just dealing with the feelings, we're dealing with what's happening underneath it that's causing those. And then the third thing I want you to do is I want you to ask God to replace the feelings that come from that underlying condition, that underlying situation. Replace that with love, joy, and peace from Him. Whatever the situation, maybe you were abandoned as a child and that brings up feelings of insecurity, but you can ask the Lord to replace it with reminding you that He's never going to abandon you. He's never going to betray you. He's never going to leave you. He's always faithful. And that should bring up love for Him. That should bring up feelings of well-being and joy. And that should bring up a rest and just a peace that falls in your life as you rest in that kind of perspective. That's how we replace bad feelings for good feelings. And then when you're all done with that, and you don't have to, this doesn't have to be in depth, just maybe one feeling that you can deal with. And you may have to do this several times this couple weeks as you deal with this one feeling. But the key is not to give in to the feeling, not just say, well, that's how life is, or my feelings rule me. No. I'm going to replace my bad feelings with good feelings. And this is how you do it. And so when you're done doing that, thank God. Thank God that He loves you. Thank Him that He showers you with His joy. Thank you that He showers you with His peace and He fills you with His peace. And if you have to do this over and over again, my friends, keep doing it. And you're going to see your feelings be transformed from the bad, destructive ones that rule us to the good fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace that can overwhelm our lives and build healthy feelings inside of us. So as always, we're working for transformation, and I encourage you to take part in this, and I will talk to you again next week. God bless you.